What is going on, guys? Trent here, bringing you guys another Black Ops 2 commentary. I really wanted to say MW3 just then. Again, even though it's the second time for me recording this commentary, which is a little bit weird. I don't know why I keep on thinking about MW3. I don't know. Whatever. Today I'm here to talk about the game, which is something you usually don't see on my channel nowadays. I usually just rant about like the randomest shit. So today we're gonna be talking about the CHICOM CQB submachine gun. And we're gonna explain to you how I use it, why I think it's one of like top 2, top 3 submachine guns, and yeah, how it just totally just wrecks ass in this gameplay. I go 84 and 6, get a couple swarms or like one, maybe just one swarm, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. All right, so let's get into it. The CHICOM, I'm gonna go through a little bit of the advantages and disadvantages of the gun. So the obvious advantage, if anyone's ever used it before, or even if you haven't used it, I'll tell you right now, is the fire rate. So it is a 3-burst gun, but the time in between those bursts are really reduced. So it automatically, if you have a fast trigger finger, it'll pretty much be like firing an automatic weapon, which is really good for you because the faster fire rate, the quicker you're gonna drop enemies, and ultimately, you know, the higher score you're gonna get at the end of the day, because it's gonna be racking up the body count for the enemy team. So the way I like to use this gun, because it has such a high fire rate, is with dual mags. And dual mags really prevents a certain, what should I say, like certain disadvantage that I've noticed with a gun, is that with this fast rate of fire, it really just chews through the mags like nothing. Like it comes with, I believe, 72 bullets, and you get 36 in the mag already. But it'll chew through that, and you're gonna find yourself reloading constantly. So dual mags I find is a good attachment to use, because you're gonna pretty much be caught dead in the water if you're having to reload every 5 seconds with this gun, if you're really missing a lot of shots. In terms of the other two attachments, I usually stick with silencer, just because I go on silencer with most of my guns, because I run Ghost as a first perk along with hardline. But silencer, I think, is just like a go-to thing, unless you really don't give a shit about the high kill streaks. If you're trying to go for high kill streaks, I'm pretty sure silencer is a must, and it just helps you be more inconspicuous, like running around the map, just shooting them up, and they won't really notice where you're coming from. The third one, laser sight. Laser sight I use just because I find that with the burst guns, the laser sight really helps a lot with just those situations where you're coming around corners and you don't really have the time to aim down the iron sight. I just see a lot throughout this gameplay. I go into situations where I'm diving around corners, where I'm jumping out of situations and using the hip fire and using the laser sight to my advantage and dropping enemies pretty quickly. You also see I get a double kill just with hip firing, and that's from a fair distance, 5 to 10 feet, and it's pretty accurate with the laser sight and with the fact that it's a burst gun. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'd sum up as just the gun and how I use the gun. But in terms of like coupling it with perks and wildcard and stuff like that, I usually end up running the wildcards of primary gunfighter, as you probably know, so I can get 3 attachments. Whether or not you want to go for 3 attachments, I'd recommend, if you're not going for the 3 attachments, that you take out either the silencer or the I want to say dual mag, just because some people are better with the regular reload times than others. But I definitely want to keep in laser sight no matter what, and silencer just if you're going for those higher kill streaks. If you're not, then definitely keep in dual mags and take out the silencer. But that's, again, your preference, and I don't really choose. I just stick with those 3 attachments because I don't really end up using lethals or tacticals a whole bunch. And the other wildcard I use is perk 1 greed, so I can couple my Ghost with hardline. So usually what I end up doing is interchanging between Ghost and Black Jacket, depending on what playstyle I end up doing. But most often than not, when I'm trying to go for higher kill streaks, I feel that Ghost is a necessity. Again, like I was a little bit, I don't know what the word is. What's the word? Here. When you doubt the success of something, if you guys know what I mean. Like, because Black Ops 1, obviously Ghost had a really bad reputation, and I thought that would translate into Black Ops 2, but that is not the case. I found that Ghost is really a necessity for if you want to go for higher kill streaks. As you'll see in this game, I pretty much don't get swarmed unless I'm using Ghost, and that's just a fact. Whether you agree with me or not, try it out and see if it works out for you. If it does, then awesome. Always I put hardline with it, because at the end of the day, takes out 20% of the required points to get your score streaks, which even if you're going for higher score streaks, some people say it doesn't really help, but it does in the long run, and at least I find it this way, and I'm kind of conveying to you guys my opinion, so hopefully you guys try that out, try that combination out. It actually works really well, because they're not going to be able to see where you're coming from, and you're just going to be racking up kills and getting your score streaks that much quicker. And perk 2 and 3, you guys know my go-to perks, I never usually change them up. I go with toughness and dexterity, although perk 2 you can change the scavenger just because of the fact that I was saying how the CHICOM just barrels right through the mags because of its fast rate of fire. You can definitely change the scavenger if you're more comfortable with scavenger, but usually I find that with the SMGs I stick with toughness because when you're getting shot, your gun literally goes flying up in the air. So that's what I'd stick to. But overall, that's how I use this gun. What I'd recommend in terms of just playstyle, I'd recommend you definitely being a little more conservative with the gun, because I have run into situations, maybe I'll do it a few times in this video, or this gameplay, that I get into situations and I meet multiple enemies, but the fact that the Chica just barrels through the mags so quickly, I literally just shoot a guy, drop him, and I run out of bullets before I can finish the second guy, and that's what ends up like ultimately causing me to die. So just be careful of that. You might want to be a little more conservative. Check the area and kind of peek around the corner before you just fully run in, like with the expectation of just killing all of them, because most often than not you'll end up getting 1 or 2 guys at max before having to reload. So if you don't have those fast mags on, that might be a problem for you. So just keep in mind for that. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say about the CHICOM. Hopefully you guys will embrace it in the future, and if you have already, I definitely recommend you guys using this setup, because like, even a funny story, I was playing with Mike Berg TV, if you guys know him, and I was and he was in a big party, and I was just one of those random dudes in there, and everyone who picked up my CHICOM said it was pretty awesome, and they were totally just wrecking with it. So I don't know, it worked out for them, so it kind of motivated me to make this video. And yeah, I think it would be able to work for you. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Go ahead and get those swarms with the CHICOM, CQB, submachine gun. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Be kind to one another, and peace out.